Hi everyone, if you're new here, I'm Sophie and welcome to this slow Vinyasa Flow where we're going to explore yoga binds. If you don't want to take the bind, you don't have to at all, but if you'd like to come along with me and try to take the bind, you're welcome to. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, as otherwise you'll miss the 2 practices that come out every week. And I'd love if you'd give this video a like or a comment, as that will really support the channel and make me very happy. Now when you're ready, we will start kneeling at the back of the mat. So find that nice long spine, open across the shoulders, press up through the crown of the head. Let's then bring the hands to prayer at heart center and just close the eyes. Just take a moment here to bring the gaze inward. So really letting go of the outside world and just preparing you for our practice today, really committing to it. If you wish to engage Ujjayi breath, so the ocean breath, you're welcome to do so now. And let's just take 3 breaths together to start. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, really expanding through the rib cage as you breathe in. And then letting the breath go on the exhale. Beautiful. Now open the eyes. Let's really come into our practice today. Let's warm up. Clasp the hands, press them away from you, round through the spine, then kneel, come to kneeling position. And from here, I want you to twist to the right. So just a little bit of a twisting movement to mobilize through the spine and towards me. Beautiful. Clasp the hands again, round through the back of the body, press high. Let's take that again. One way and the other way. Doesn't matter which way you go first. Let's take that 2 more times. Exhale and inhale, lifting nice and tall. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Find that breathing pattern that works for you, but whatever you do, keep breathing. Let's go. Rounding one more time. Lift nice and tall. Find the twist. Open across the chest and the other way. That's it. Bringing the hands down to tabletop. Let's just thread the needle. So lift the right arm nice and high, thread it through. Let's just hold here for a couple of breaths. Coming into a little bit of a deeper twist here. Bringing the hand back to center, other side, lifting nice and high, taking the twist. And a couple of breaths there. Hand comes back to center. All right, bear to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 of them. So I want you to tuck the toes under, draw the belly in just lightly, and then lift the knees off. Now push the mat away through the hands, lifting back, heels towards the earth. Let's come forward to bear. Coming forward, nice and strong through the arms. You can bring the knees down if you need. Now push back, downward facing dog. Stretching through the whole back of the body. Coming forward once again, bear. And then downward facing dog. And this time, let's pedal through the feet. If you need to come down off the arms at any point and come to child's pose, please do. Your practice, take it as you need. Beautiful. From there, let's just take scorpion. So lifting the right leg. Let's keep the foot flexed, hips nice and square to start. And then I want you to bend the top knee, open the hip, and keep the chest and shoulders square to the mat. From there, extending the leg long, lower it down. Let's take the other side. Lifting the leg, hips start nice and square. Then let's open the hip, drop the top knee, keep the chest and shoulders nice and square. Eye gaze to the bottom foot. Extend the leg. Lower it down. And then let's just pad nice and gently. Feet to the hands. Feet hip width apart, hanging forward in ragdoll, knees nice and bent. Maybe just a gentle rock side to side. And give the head a shake. If there's any thoughts rolling around up there, let's let them go. Really ground down through the feet, feeling nice and present here. Beautiful. One breath there. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms, rolling up vertebra by vertebra all the way up to standing. And let's start with sun salutations, a beautiful positive way to start our practice. You can stay with feet hip width apart or toe heel the feet together. Then really ground down through the feet, belly switched on, and bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale here, one cleansing breath. Let's lift the arms. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, high plank. You can bring the knees down here. Let's hold for a couple of breaths. Breathing in. Exhale, core is switched on. Breathing in. Exhale. Now this time lowering all the way down to the mat. We'll start with cobra pose. So stretch the legs nice and long. Roll the shoulders back, lifting just through the chest. Keep the neck long. And then push back, downward facing dog. Deep exhale here. Look to the top of the mat. Step or jump the feet through. Halfway lift. Inhale. Forward fold. Standing up with purpose and positivity, lifting high. Let's take that in flow. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back, high plank, low plank, cobra, or if your back is ready, you can press up to upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step or jump the feet through, halfway lift. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Come to standing. Let's take that one more time. Flowing down, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Let's come to sun salutation B. Stepping through with the right foot. Warrior one. Lifting the arms. Open wide to me, warrior two. Sinking low, reverse warrior. Turn the front palm, inhale. Now this time, we're coming to extended side angle. So forearm to your thigh, bicep by your ear. Either hold here, or you're welcome to come with me and take the bind. So I want you to take your right arm in front of the leg, left arm wraps around, and reach through. Open across the chest, hold strong. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. One more breath there, stay nice and strong. Beautiful. Hands come down, chaturanga. Pull back. Stepping through with the left. Plant the back foot down. Strong warrior one. Warrior two, away from me. Sinking low like a fierce warrior. Reverse warrior. And then extended side angle. First option, forearm to thigh, bicep by your ear. If you're taking the bind, I invite you to reach the arm around. Other arm wraps around behind you. Find the bind. Let's hold here. 3 breaths. Getting stronger mentally and physically. We've got this. Hands come down, plank. Remember, you can come down to your knees if you need. Cobra or upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step or jump the feet through. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Take a moment here just to rest. Let's come to chair pose. Bending the butt down, reach the arms nice and high. Holding nice and strong. Focused, determined. Folding forward. Halfway lift. Step or jump back, high or low plank, cobra or upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Let's take sun salutation B once again, stepping through with the right foot. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Option 1 or bind is option 2. Hold here. Hands come down. Chaturanga. Open through the chest. Pull back. Stepping through with the left. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Find your extended side angle, either forearm to thigh or taking the bind. Release. Chaturanga. Pull back. And everyone, just come down to child's pose for a moment. Quick rest before we move on. Really breathe here. It's a challenging practice today. Okay, moving on, let's go. So, downward facing dog. Let's step through with the right foot. Find your crescent lunge. So feet are hip width apart for stability. Lifting the arms, sink low. From here, hands to prayer at heart center. Hinge forward from the hips. Now twisting over this front leg. So we take the twist and either hold here. If you do want to place a hand down, you're welcome to do so as well, or even the knee. Otherwise, from here, let's reach through to take the bind. So left arm reaches over the right leg, wrap the right arm around and reach through. If you can, finding the bind there. Let's hold wherever you are, 3 breaths. Stay with me, stay nice and strong. Hands come down. Now let's just pull back to pyramid. So pulling back, just a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Breathe. Let's find downward facing dog once again. All right, so downward facing dog, setting up, stepping through with the left. Left leg comes through. Let's find crescent lunge. Lifting the arms. Electricity right through the fingers. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center, hinging forward from the hips. Take the twist. So once again, just staying here with the twist. Hands at prayer. You can bring one hand down if that's better for you, or a knee. Otherwise, let's take the bind. So from here, right hand reaches through. Wrap the left arm around. Find your bind. Stretch it out. 3 breaths. Come out of it. Push back, downward facing dog. Let's vinyasa through. Remember, come down to your knees if you need. Cobra or upward facing dog. Pull back, downward facing dog. Let's take that all again. Stay nice and strong. Stepping through. Crescent lunge. Hands per at heart center, coming forward. Finding your option. So taking the twist. And then if you're ready, taking the bind. Really aim to keep those hips nice and square in the bind. Hands come down. Pyramid pose. I think I forgot that on the left side. I'm sorry, we'll do it this time. Downward facing dog. Let's step through. Crescent lunge. Lifting nice and high. Hands per at heart center, hinging forward from the hips. Take the twist. And if you're ready, I invite you to take the bind. Reaching around. Take the fingers. Find them there. Hold strong. Pyramid pose, I remembered. Stretching back over the thigh. Deep breath. Downward facing dog. And then from there, child's pose, we've earned it. Maybe taking the knees a little wider, reach the arms long, melt the heart through. Just a couple of breaths there. Good effort, good commitment. All right, from there, back to your downward facing dog. Let's take a standing balance. So walk the feet towards the hands. And then from here, what I want you to do is to really ground down through that right foot. And options is to either, everyone drawing the belly in, but options to either just draw the knee up, holding here, and you can even take it wide if you like. Or other option is to reach the left arm underneath the leg, take the right, so the right hand takes the left wrist, and then from there, draw the belly in, staying nice and stable, come high, extend the leg. Let's hold here, a couple of breaths. And then release it, lower it down, rolling down through the spine. Take a moment. It's a tough one, but a good one, a good challenge. Okay, other side. So once again, you can take the knee and draw it up if that's for you. Otherwise, reaching the right arm through, and then the left arm grabs the right wrist. Draw the belly in, really ground down through that supporting foot, lifting the leg. Hold strong. Set your eyes on a fixed point in front of you and extend the leg. Couple of breaths there. Lower it down. All the way down to the mat. Roll down. Whew. Couple of breaths here. We're coming down to the mat for a little bit of core work. So if you can, widen the feet and then just lower the butt down with the arms off. Or put them down if you need, that's fine too. Okay, laying all the way down, feet hip width apart. Just some roll-ups here. So options, everyone take your arms above your head. We'll inhale here. Exhale. Now either just coming, so you tuck your chin towards your chest, either just reaching long, or I invite you to roll all the way up. So you're sitting up nice and high. And inhale at the top, exhale, rolling all the way down. So really drawing the belly in. Let's go. Inhale and exhale. Plenty of options. Most important thing is that we're really scooping through the belly. And then roll down. We've got 8 of these, so we've got 6 more. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's halfway. Draw the belly in, either stay low, that's totally fine. It's all about technique. It's the most important thing. Strengthening our muscles. Last two. And last one. Rolling down, lower back first, then mid back, and then the upper back. All right, rolling over. We're taking locust pose. So, knees and toes directly on the mat, not rolling in or out. Arms are wrapped behind you, so down by your sides. Inhale to start, core switches on, and then we just lift through the upper back. So option here is to keep just the hands reaching towards the toes, or you can take the bind, given we're all about binds today. So reaching, clasp the hands, reach them down to the heels, open through the chest, lift off, and lower. Relax down to one side. Maybe give the butt a little bit of a shake. Just letting the back loosen up after that. Let's take it again. Reaching the hands away or clasp the hands, roll the shoulders back, lifting off. And down. One more. Taking the option that serves you today. Reaching the hands long, or clasp the hands, roll the shoulders back, lifting off. Keep the neck nice and long. We don't want to crunch back into the neck. Such a good one for our posture. And then lower down, relaxing there. Beautiful. All right, just push back to child's pose so we can stretch through the back of the body a little bit. Really stretch those arms long. And then find your downward facing dog. Let's extend the leg. And then come through for half pigeon. So 90-90 here, or half pigeon. We can draw the heel in, roll this top hip over, keep the foot flexed to protect the knee, lift nice and tall, fold forward. And you can stay right here, or if you would like to add mermaid pose and take the bind, reach the arm around, get it in the foot in the crook of the elbow, reach the other arm, and then take the fingertips, opening through the chest. One more breath wherever you are. Releasing nice and gently. Let's bring this back leg around and either find easy sitting pose or half lotus with the flexed foot on top of the thigh. From there, we'll take a twist. Find your twist and bring in the side bend. And then let's push back, downward facing dog, facing this way. Lifting the leg high. Bring the foot through, finding either your 90-90 or your half pigeon. Roll this top hip over, finding length, and then folding forward. And either stay right here or come to mermaid. Walk the hands up. Foot in the crook of the elbow, reaching the other arm high. Find the fingertips, open across the chest. Such a beautiful posture, this one. And then release there. Let's come to Janusharasana. So right leg extended, other foot in. Or if you do want to take the bound position today, foot flat on the ground, reach the arms both around and take the hands. And then just folding forward. Coming out of it, let's take flash dance just for a counter posture. So hand comes down on the mat, reaching around. Either stay with the side bend or lift the heart to the sky. Really open across the chest. And then coming out of it, let's take the other side, Janusharasana. So once again, either bring the right leg in towards the thigh or foot flat on the floor, reach the arms around, take the hands, coming forward. Always good to just try something different. And then coming up, flash dance once again. Hand comes down, either side bend or turning the chest nice and high. I've got that beautiful sunshine on my face. And back the way we came. Let's come to Upavishta Konasana. So either the knees bent at a wide V or press yourself through if you've got the range. Remember, it doesn't matter exactly where you are. It's all just about coming to your edge and moving forward with patience and consistency. So from here, folding forward through the center, walking the hands down slowly. And deep breaths. Make sure you can still breathe wherever your position is. And now let's just walk the hands around to the right and then chest towards the thigh. And then we'll turn to the side. So bring the right hand in next to the calf and you either take the arm overhead or if you'd like to take a little bit more of a bound position, wrap the arm around and see if you can bring it in towards the inner thigh and then really open across the chest. And then let's walk the hands around. Chest towards the thigh. That's it. And then left hand next to the calf, either the arm over the head or wrap the arm behind you. See if you can bring it to the inner thigh and then open across the chest. So important to take our time with our stretches, give our muscles the chance to really lengthen and relax. And releasing that, let's draw the legs in. Just help them with the hands if you need to. And now let's come to Gomukhasana. So left leg underneath, right leg on top. If this is too much for you though, just come to an easy sitting pose here. So setting up, belly button in line with your knees. And then you can either come straight forward or left arm reaches overhead. Try and grab the fingertips and then come forward. So we're stretching through the shoulders while we're stretching through the hips. And if it becomes a little much holding onto the arms, just release them, bring them down to the mat. And pressing up, let's take the other side. So right leg underneath, remember, easy sitting pose if that's better for you. Otherwise, knees stacked in line with your belly button, coming straight forward, or take the shoulder stretch. Try and grab those fingers. You can always use a sock or a band if you need to help you try and get that bind and then come forward. Deep breaths there. And once again, if the bind becomes a little much, just bring the hands down to the mat. Walk the hands up. Beautiful work, everyone. Let's come down to the mat. Nearly there. Stay nice and present. So let's just bring in our twist. We'll take the right knee over, stretch the left leg long, toe to the knee, drop it over, open the other arm out, turn the head if it feels good. Just enjoy that twist. Really drawing the energy down now. Coming back to center. Toe to knee, dropping it across the body, opening across the chest, stretch that arm out and turn the head if it feels good. And then just breathe. And then we'll finish off as we normally do with our happy baby. It's such a good pose for the end of class. So either hands behind the knees, the lower legs, peace fingers to the big toes, draw the knees down towards the armpits. It's so good for realigning through the spine after twists. Just that beautiful gentle massage for the lower back. And then from there, let's come to Shavasana. Legs long, feet about hip width apart. Maybe hands just outsides of the mat, palms facing up, close off the eyes. And just taking this time for deep rest. It's not very often in our day we get the chance to just really take this time for ourselves and rest. So let's just enjoy a few moments here. Finding that beautiful inhale, that fresh new energy, positivity. And as you exhale, that sense of calm and relaxation. And then when you're ready, just bring a little bit of movement back into the body, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes, stretching the arms long overhead, slight arch through the upper back, and gently rolling yourself over to one side and taking a moment there before we reintegrate with the day. Coming to a comfortable cross-legged position, sit bones anchoring you to the mat, hands just resting lightly on the thighs. Find that openness across the chest, pressing up through the crown of the head, and then just bring the hands to prayer at heart center and open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different class with a few binds thrown in. I'd love to hear how you found it, so let me know in the comments. I will see you soon, everyone. Namaste.